And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'm back with another video. I wasn't gonna make another video tonight. I was considering doing a Sabonis gameplay. If you guys have not gone and done those challenges and gotten that Diamond Sabonis card, or put in the code for Norman Powell, I recommend doing both of those things. Both of those guys are incredible cards. So you might be confused as to what I have in front of me. What I have in front of me, let me make sure to turn the volume down so I don't get demonetized, is a quick little snippet from NBA 2K's Instagram that I have air quotes, I know you can't see me, but leaked as for the cards tomorrow. So it looks like we are getting Flash 6, which honestly I'm kind of surprised. They just dropped a Flash pack 2 weeks ago, so it's kind of surprising that we are, well, I guess it's 3 weeks now, but still, it's surprising that we're getting a Flash. So if you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. If not, drop a like on this video. Comment down below what you think of Flash 6. So as you can see, the picture's a little grainy. Shout out to, who was it, Shake and Bake that shared this initially? I don't know who sent it to him, but either way, looks like we got a Opal Hakeem, a Pink Diamond Glitched Melo, and a Pink Diamond Glitched Kyrie. Now, as you can see, this isn't just a screenshot. Like, we got a whole ass video. So we got Melo out here looking like he's PS2 graphics. We got Kyrie throwing an oop to Lajuan. Interesting. So we're going to go over each card individually real quick. So Carmelo Anthony is a glitched card, right? Now, there's only a couple ways they can glitch Carmelo. Either he's a defensive monster, because he's already a really incredible offensive card. So either he's a defensive monster with like Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame interceptor, intimidator, etc. That's one way they could have done it. They didn't do a position glitch. We're not at the stage this year where we're going to be getting position glitch cards yet, though that time will come very soon, especially with the release of Ben Simmons last week. So realistically, that's one way they could go about it. Another way they could go about it would be Carmelo with a completely different fucking jump shot, because if Carmelo Anthony has a different jump shot, so let's say they give him Zion base or Ray Allen base or something of that nature, which most likely they will not, he quickly becomes one of the best small forwards in the entire game, especially if he's defensed out. Now, more than likely what's going to happen is he's going to have Carmelo base. Carmelo base, a little sketch. I'll be honest with you. It's definitely a little sketched out. Like, you can't shoot from the corners, and he's primary small forward, secondary power forward. So if you're running a traditional 5-out, he's more than likely going to be posted up in the corners most of the time, which means you're going to be shooting a lot of twos. That's kind of a problem. So we'll have to wait to see exactly what they do with his animations and his SIGs tomorrow, just to see what's going on. For all we know, this Carmelo could be a dribble god too. Like, we don't really know exactly what they're doing with this glitch. He's kind of a hard card to determine. So next up, we got Kyrie. Kyrie's a little bit easier. Like, Kyrie's going to have Kyrie's jump shot, which is a pretty solid jump shot. It'll be on quick, so on current gen, there might be a little hitch with his jump shot because it's a little bit faster. So you might see a tiny load-up animation similar to what you're seeing with, like, Jarrett Jack. I think there's another guy that Aaron Afalo has a little bit of a load-up animation too. So some of the more recent cards. Now, what is his glitch? Probably defense. Or dunking. Like, this Kyrie's probably going to have like a 99 dunk, like, realistically. Or he's going to be a god defensively. It's one of the two. He's going to have lights out shooting stats. He's probably going to have like Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame flexible, Hall of Fame hot zone hunter, deadeye, etc. He's going to have all your playmaking badges that Kyrie would normally have as well. Chances are he'll have like updated dribble SIGs. I don't know. But for sure, he's probably going to play at least substandard defense, like at least passable enough defense compared to like his other cards. And he's probably going to dunk. One of the two he's going to do really well. The other one he's just going to be okay. It's going to be similar to like Isaiah Thomas last Flash pack. Next up, we got Hakeem. Now, this is a tough one right here, because I could see right off the rip that he's going to impact Anthony Davis's market value. You're going to see it tonight. People are going to stop paying as much for AD. I don't think it's really going to change that much. I think Anthony Davis will go down in price a little bit until tomorrow when people start getting this Hakeem Olajuwon, because Hakeem's jump shot is usually not incredibly good in 2K. And being this is a Flash set, I know they don't want to like blow their load essentially on putting out like a card that's going to crash the market. So that's why we have the Flash set that we do. All these cards are going to be good. None of them are crashing the market. Now, like, realistically, Hakeem's going to be a better version of, like, Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain. Maybe not necessarily better, but different in some aspects. He's going to be more well-rounded than those guys. And that's kind of about what you should expect from Hakeem. He'll be able to shoot, but he's going to have kind of a slower jump shot. A good example would be like a way, 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 way better glitched Rudy Gobert would kind of be what you're getting from Hakeem Olajuwon. Little more offensive focus, same defense, if not better. So if that's something you're looking for, Hakeem's going to be really good. And if he does have that messed up jump shot, which I personally don't think is that bad, but you'll see a lot of people online say it's terrible, etc., whatever, it's slow. I don't really think it's that terrible. But honestly, if you don't want to spend $400 or $500K on this card, you should hope he has the regular jump shot. It's more than usable, in my opinion anyway. It's more than usable. If he has an 80 or above 3, he's going to be a god. He'll probably have range extender at that point as well. Remains to be seen. I mean, realistically, we'll see exactly what happens. I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to see from Hakeem, but we'll look at some of his older cards so we can get a general idea of what to expect. So looking at Hakeem's older cards, we're over on 2K DB. We've already gotten 2 Hakeems this year, which is honestly kind of annoying. Like, I wish they would give someone else some shine before, like, doing another Hakeem Olajuwon. I do give 2K a lot of credit for introducing cards that are, you know, pretty interesting. Like, randomly, we'll just get, like, a really weird player we haven't heard of in a while, like Terry Dissinger being one of the best 2 guards in the game. Like, that's super cool. But then they turn around the next week, and they go ahead and just drop a pack with another Hakeem Olajuwon. So we're looking at this Hakeem from the double take set, just because this one's, I mean, we got this card like a month ago. I'm surprised we got another Hakeem, but like, whatever. Get a general idea of what the card's going to be good about, or like, good about, what it's going to be good at based on this Hakeem Olajuwon. Like, it's obviously going to be a better version, so we could see like a plus, I don't know, plus 5 to 10 in speed, so in athleticism, so he's probably going to go up to like in mid 80s, 82 to 87, somewhere around their speed, so he's going to be a lot faster. Instead of a 77.3, we'll probably see him somewhere around 80 to 85. That's my guess there. Standing dunk will be up to like 95, you know, realistically. His post moves will stay the same. His speed with ball is going to be key. That's probably going to go from where it's at right here to like a somewhere around the low 80s. It'll be a couple points under his actual speed. Ball handle will be up as well. Like, this guy's going to be way better. He'll have like a 97 rebound or whatever, 95 block. And as far as badges go, you'll start to see him with a lot more finishing badges. He's probably going to have somewhere around 20 to 25 Hoff badges, including stuff like Relentless Finisher. He'll probably have Showtime, like Consistent Finisher, Contact Finisher, plus all the ones he already has. And then on the shooting side, you'll probably see him with like Corner Specialist and Flexible. I don't know if they give him Range Extender. That's going to be interesting. That'll really make or break the card. You could see them not give him Range Extender, but he is able to get it just like this card. I would not be surprised at all if that's the case, so might not be a terrible idea to stock up on Range Extenders tonight. Just on the off chance that that's the case, people are going to pay way too much to Range Extend this Hakeem Olajuwon out. As far as defensive badges, it's going to look identical to this. Like, I guarantee he has at least Gold Interceptor. He's going to have minimum Gold Clamps. He's going to have Hall of Fame Rim Protector, Intimidator, Box, Brick Wall, Defensive Leader, Heart Crusher. All the badges he has gold right here more than likely are going to be Hoff. He's also going to be having Rebound Chaser, which I just realized this Hakeem doesn't have Rebound Chaser, which is pretty fucked up, but whatever. Lightning Reflexes, Interceptor, all that stuff. He'll have more playmaking badges too. He'll still have his Dream Shake and Post-Spin Technician and stuff, but I feel like he'll also have like a Floor General, Handles for Days, etc. So he's going to be a really good card. It just remains to be seen. Like, exactly how good. So when it comes to Carmelo Anthony, what do we expect here? Number one, if he has Carmelo Anthony base, it's going to severely limit how good the card is right off the bat. I personally am not a huge, like, I don't know, I guess I want to say hater of Carmelo Anthony base. Like, I do understand that, like, it limits your ability to shoot from the corners, which is detrimental to your team in certain situations. Like, especially if I know that it's Carmelo Anthony out there and he has Carmelo base, like, I'm probably just not going to guard the three-point line a lot of the time because he's just going to shoot a long two, which he'll make majority of the time, but at the same time, he's not cracking threes. It just helps on defense a little bit. So if he does have Carmelo Anthony base, which they haven't fixed, or if they patch it tomorrow, if they patch it, that'd be great. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be his major issue. Other than that, he's going to be a god. But you could see him have a lot of defensive badges at this point, like Hall of Fame clamps, defensive leader, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, all that stuff will just probably going to be off. I'm guessing that's going to be his glitch, is that he plays good defense, because that just makes the most sense. As far as like badges, like he's going to have similar badges. He's definitely going to have Hall of Fame range. He's definitely going to have Hall of Fame flexible, hot zone hunter, etc. Does he have steady? Maybe. Probably have some playmaking badges as well. Definitely a bunch of finishing badges, like consistent finisher. You're going to see his speed up closer to like a 95. You're going to see his like driving dunk up closer to a 90 to 99. Who knows? His speed with ball is going to be way the fuck up. It's probably going to be around like a 90, I'm guessing. His general speed will be up. His interior perimeter defense, you'll see his tendencies go way up too, especially if he's a defensive card. He's going to have like 99 pass intercept, 99 on-ball steal, 90 something contest, probably like a 80 or 90 block shot, possibly higher. His foul tendency is going to be way low as well. We could also see him with some new dribble packages. It just kind of depends. So, remains to be seen, as I said. Kyrie Irving's another one. It's tough, dude. He's obviously going to have a bunch of speed. What his glitch is going to be the interesting one. Like, once again, just like Carmelo, he's another card that, like, or not another card, but another player that's not known to play any defense whatsoever, or even try on the defensive end. So that actually might be what his glitch is. Now, having two defensive glitch guys is kind of weak. Like, to be honest, I wish it would be like a defensive specialist, like a Tony Allen that could score or something. Like, something of that nature would really round it out and be a little better, but, like, I'm not in charge at 2K. You can hire me if you want. I'll stop slandering your back odds. But, like, it should have been a defensive specialist with offensive capabilities like Rudy Gobert type of deal. Like, that's what it should have been. But instead, we're just getting two offensive guys that more than likely are going to be defensive glitched guys. Not really much to discuss here. Like, he's got Kyrie Irving base, which is solid. Only Kyrie and Rod Strickland have it. Kyrie Irving upper, which is like what Ben Gordon has. Solid enough. I mean, he'll be an incredibly good point guard. He'll probably be either as good or slightly better than like Colin Sexton and Ben Gordon. Like, that's about the tier that you're going to find him at. They play really good defense as well. At least Ben Gordon does. I don't know about Colin Sexton. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, expect him to have defensive badges and stuff like that. Also expect him to have like a 99 driving dunk. He could be like a Monte Ellis type situation where his whole thing is booming real hard. Honestly, I'd be way more cool with that than the defensive end, because he'd be way cheaper, and I kind of want this card. So, what are the other cards to like basically expect? Because we got our pink diamonds, we got our opals out of the way, we're going to get some good diamonds. If you guys are not aware, like, obviously every time we get idols and flash, like, the diamonds ends up being like incredibly good. So, like, we got Thurl Bailey last time, Rudy Fernandez. I think the other previous flash sets, you know, we got guys like that were budget beasts. Like, we got Nick Anderson, Kyle Korver, guys like that. I mean, that's pretty much what we're looking at here. Now, the question really remains is, like, who are those guys going to be? Honestly, who the fuck knows? It could be anyone. I mean, I can tell you who it probably won't be. Like, that I can do. But the key is to look at guys. 2K always scales up or down, right? So, like, for instance, we have an Amethyst D'Angelo Russell. We're not going to get another Amethyst D'Angelo Russell, if that makes sense. Potentially we get a Ruby one. Potentially we get a Diamond one. But we're definitely not getting the same tier. So, we could get a scaled down version of a Diamond guy. That's entirely possible. So, like, we could get a more budget friendly version of like a Antoine Walker or like something of that nature, potentially. I don't think we get very many good ones this time. I don't know. It really just kind of depends. We could get like a Ruby Darren Williams or something. Like, that actually sounds kind of correct. Just a card we haven't gotten in a while, like a Ruby Darren Williams makes actually a lot of sense. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm wondering if we get like another budget glitch guy tomorrow. That would be pretty cool. Maybe someone like, I don't know, this man right here. Maybe he makes a return. Maybe we get like a ruby glitched version of Rudy here. Maybe we get like an amethyst version of Rudy. It just really kind of depends. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to get from 2K. As per usual, like they're hard to predict, man. We could see another Jokic card. I think one thing that makes a lot of sense to me, and I think it's something that 2K will do, is I think they're going to roll out the out of position guys early. Not early, but like lower tier cards first. So I think like it's potential that we see the first out of position glitch guys come in like a ruby or amethyst form, rather than seeing like an opal come out first. It's possible. And hear me out. I know it would make 2K money if they dropped like an out of position Giannis first as an opal, but you got to gear people up. So like if let's say Jokic is a good example. The reason I have him up here is last year we got that pink diamond point guard Jokic. Let's say they drop a point guard ruby Jokic tomorrow, right? Now, that doesn't crash the market. People aren't really opening packs for that, but he is going to be an expensive card. But it sets the stage. It gets people excited. People are like, oh, fuck, out of position guys are back. All of a sudden, next week, we get Retro 2K with point guard Draymond or something. You know, that's kind of where I'm getting at with that. So it's really kind of tough to determine exactly what 2K is going to do. Either way, it's a flash set, so the odds are going to be probably awful. It's not gonna lie here. Like the odds are probably gonna be bad. You could also look something they've been doing a lot of recently is giving us like diamond versions or amethyst versions of, like I was saying earlier, like just lower ranked versions of cards we already have. Like we got the diamond version of Paul Pierce. We got the diamond version of J.R. Smith. So looking at like older pink diamonds, that's another way to determine what diamonds we may get tomorrow. We already got an amethyst Julius Irving, so he's kind of off the table, at least in my opinion anyway. Here's another guy that I think might, Jaylen Brown. Wouldn't entirely surprise me if we got a diamond Jaylen Brown that has very similar stats to this reward date. I mean, it's been enough time that the reward's kind of out of rotation anyway, so it gives people another chance to get that card. That's something that we could see easily. I think the diamonds, at least one of them, is going to be a diamond version of a pink diamond from earlier in the year that has around the same stats. So looking at guys that could be, like, probably they've been doing rewards, so it might be a reward card that people potentially missed out on. Something of that nature. We could see like a George Gervin pop up. That's a little fresh. Double Take was just last season, so maybe not him necessarily. We could see like Walt Frazier. Honestly, Andre Iguodala makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we got a diamond Iguodala that was very similar to this Iguodala right here. Stats and badges wise, it kind of aligns with where the diamonds are as of right now. So don't be surprised if Iggy pops up tomorrow. I honestly wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm kind of stoked about it. I'm a fan of Iggy in game. I just don't play Unlimited enough for that really to be a realistic possibility for me. Thinking of some other guys that it could potentially be, you could look at some of the lock-in guys. Blake Griffin being another guy. Would you really be surprised if we saw Diamond Blake pop up tomorrow? I wouldn't. Honestly, that'd be cool. I think more people should have Blake Griffin because he's able to combat like your Anthony Davises and shit like that. So having a Diamond Blake Griffin drop that maybe he's a Pistons Blake Griffin or something, and he's around the same stats or badges as this one, that could be big for the player base as well. Like, I think for sure, if not this set, we are going to get like diamond versions of guys that are already here, you know? So looking at some other guys before we sign off here, I'm not even going to try to predict the rubies. That could be literally anyone. That's going to be too tough. Wayne Embry would be really cool. Like a diamond Wayne Embry would be sick. Giannis is around the corner, by the way. Like, I know I haven't really talked about this, but we're getting an Opal Giannis card in the near future. So if you're somebody who wants to save their MT and loves Giannis, trust me, 2K is not going to go this entire season without dropping either a high tier pink diamond or an Opal Giannis. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they did Retro 2K and point guard Giannis was the big card. That wouldn't surprise me. I know I'm out here just talking random nonsense right now, but don't be surprised at all. Cam Reddish is another one we could see tomorrow. Like, he's in line essentially with what diamonds are now, so that's another card that we could see. Let's see, some of the possessed guys, possibly. Chris Middleton, actually another one that we could see. He's also in line with what diamonds are now, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if we got like a Chris Middleton, though I think it's smarter for 2K to maybe save that for what I'm assuming is a Giannis Idols card, I'm guessing. That's what I would do if I was in 2K's set. Let's see some other guys. We could do like Larry Nance potentially, probably not though. Josh Smith actually makes a lot of sense. He's a little bit under what diamonds are, so his would actually be better. See James Worthy make a return at some point. Marcus Camby. Just any of the reward guys, because 2K has a habit of releasing guys who were rewards in previous seasons back as like a lower tier card. They do it all the time. They've been doing it for years. Sam Jones, another good option. So once again, wouldn't surprise me at all. Bob Cousy, potentially. Yeah, I don't think Bob Love or Lanier or Mikan or any of those guys. So, I don't know. Really, really kind of tough to see. We could also look at guys who are essentially stars that we haven't gotten cards of in a while, and you can kind of look at that. So, what guys could those be? Honestly, any of them. It really doesn't matter. I'm not really sure. Doc Rivers, maybe. Danny Manning. Do not be surprised if we get a diamond Danny Manning. He's a 2K darling. At some point, 2K is going to kind of be like, all right, we need to get some budget options out here. Just like Thurl Bailey and Rudy Fernandez, like Danny Manning is kind of like a perfect pretense for like what a diamond would be at this point. And to be honest with you, if they drop Danny Manning, I'll leverage half my team for Danny Manning. So, once again, I'm not going to sit here and speculate all night long on like what cards they could be tomorrow. Either way, we know we're getting a flash set tomorrow. We at least know the big 3 cards in them. I don't know. What do you guys think about this set? Because it doesn't... After Inferno, I'm glad they're kind of relaxing and putting out a set that not everyone's going to fiendishly try to get. That's kind of a good thing. Possibly some good budget options in there as well. Usually the flash sets do. Maybe like a new type of Nick Anderson type of card or something of that nature, or a Markelle Fultz. That's really cool. Hopefully we get a lower tier glitch guy, maybe like an Amethyst. Something of that nature. I don't know, man. 2K is kind of wild. I can't really predict it. But anyways, as always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'll be back tomorrow with a bunch of content. I'll probably put out some gameplay videos depending how my pack luck goes. We'll kind of see what's up with that, but yeah, who knows. Either way, check the description for all my stuff. Got new podcast episodes, everything. I appreciate all you guys for watching my channel. I just want to say that real quick. And like I said, man, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be streaming this weekend for anyone who wants to come hang out while I try to play TTO for no reason whatsoever. So, peace.